Yo, this is Sifon with the fifth missing core subject you guys weren't taught in school. All I need you guys to do is turn your books to the first page of the chapter of life today. I know you see the title, man. Work less if you want to be rich. Now, before I get into that, I hope you guys are staying good, staying healthy. You know, I've been a little busy. That's why I haven't been posting lately. But I just hired 3 new people for my team on my internet marketing business. So that's up and booming. Other than that, I've been growing spiritually, getting closer to God, you know, all sorts of things. Like, you know, I've been starting to journal more. I'm just taking you guys on the journey. And hopefully I can show this more and start vlogging more of this stuff. But, you know, I've been journaling more. You know, I've been, you know, getting to my purpose more and on my path to wealth, right? And just taking you guys with me. Also, I want to be able to help you guys save, right? And I want you guys to save on your excursions. Okay, I know summer's ended. You guys are still traveling. You know, that doesn't stop you guys. Go down in the link of description, and you guys are already going to spend anyways. Even though you come on here to help you guys build wealth, I know you guys are already going to save, and I'm not against that. You know, my goal isn't to have you guys be pitty pat. I just want you guys to be spending wisely, right? So go down in the description below, and you guys are going to save on all your flights, hotels, anything that has to do with travel. It's going to beat all the races out there. So back on topic. The title of the video. This is going to be a short little video, but I hope you guys get some substance from this video. Whew. Work less if you want to be rich. Now, Sifon, what do you mean by that? Work less if you want to be rich. What does that really mean? You know, a lot of times we hear about, and, you know, we say, oh, the CEO of this guy, man, he's a doctor. He's the owner of this business. He barely has to work. Like, he barely has to work, and he makes all this money. And we all hear all this chatter, right? You might be going to work, and you're like, the manager barely works, but he makes all this money. Da, 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 da. The head of this just checks in with us, and he making $500,000 a year. Why can't I get like that? You know what I'm saying? And it's right in front of your face. But we talk about it and feel like it's something that is unattainable. And when we're going into our work, and I don't have anything against 9-to-5s. I don't have anything against jobs. I know a lot of these creators are going to come on here and be like, quit your job, quit your day job, get rich. Like, no, it's not like that. I'm more realistic to the average American, right? I'm more realistic. I'm speaking to the average person right now. Do not quit your job. Use your job to fund your future. Use your job to fund your business, which is your future. Use your job to fund your 5 to 9. Use your 9 to 5 to fund your 5 to 9. And what I mean by that, don't use your job to spend, right, on things that's going down in value, clothes, cars, and whatever, to impress other people that don't care about you. Use your job to fund your business. And why am I saying that? The reason why you want to use your job to fund your business, because you have a mindset that this, whatever I'm funding right here on the side, I'm going to leverage this against my boss. Right? So let's say you're working at Wendy's, right? Let's say you're working at a car wash, right? Any job, any 9-to-5, corporate job, you're a doctor. It doesn't matter what type of job. You are replaceable. And I've seen this with my mom. My mom is a nurse, 40 years, right? She got fired for something very little, right? And just knowing and just seeing that kind of awaken my mind to the aspect of jobs. And I always said jobs treated you like a number, but I never seen it like this, right? I thought that was for like the lower level people. No, everybody's replaceable when it comes to a job. Right? And I think I see more into that. Like earlier I said I hired 3 people, right? A lot of companies don't think like me. I treat my employees like gold, right? Now obviously if they're messing up, yeah, I have to be obligated to fire them, right? But if you're doing your job and you make a little mistake, I'm not firing you, because I treat my employees like gold. But that's not the case when it comes to bigger, larger scale companies, right? A lot of these companies, it doesn't matter how much experience you have. They still see you as a number. It doesn't matter how many benefits they give you, no matter what, they still see you as a number. So what are we going to do about that? And I want you guys to take this quote with you. In life, on our journey to wealth, look for solutions and stop trying to look for problems. A lot of us walk in this life, right, and just look for problems. Try to find a problem in something. Trying to find a problem in this person. Trying to find a problem in that. Instead of walking in life and trying to find solutions, right? And this started with me, right? When it comes to my life, I always try to find solutions, right? Because I remember, like, I have my Alexa in my room set up for my light, my LED lights, right? Because I hated when I woke up in the morning, right? I had to, walk to turn off the switch. I know, right? But at nighttime, when I had to walk and go turn off the switch of the light, right? I would wake up out of my sleep to have to do that. And that's saving me, that's ruining my sleep time, right? So I got an Alexa to set up with my LED lights, right? And all I have to do is say, Alexa, can you please turn off the lights? Boom, it's gone. But I couldn't do that unless I looked up a solution. I looked up how to automate your room, right? But a lot of people would just see that problem and that's it. And they would just talk about that problem and waste time looking for a problem in that and not get down to the solution. The solution is right in front of your face. Your senior managers. What is it gonna take me, instead of asking these millionaires, instead of asking your manager, instead of asking your CEO and chatting with your coworkers the problem of what your job is and how you can't get to where you're trying to be and work less and get more money, you try to find a problem in everything. Why don't you try to see what makes your manager so special? How did he get there? Ask him questions. Do extra work for him. How did he get there? Ask these millionaires, what are they doing? What business are you getting into where you can just go home, make $50,000 a day, right? And do minimal work, right? Because going back to what I said, you have to work less. As we get richer, we want to be able to work less. And that doesn't mean completely stop working, because the day you work is the day you're going backwards, right? You stop working, completely stop working is the day you're going backwards. So that doesn't mean stop working, right? We're just working more in the areas that's more beneficial to what we're trying to get to. Instead of putting 80 hours a week into getting money, right? And we're looking at, and a lot of people looking at now, yeah, we work 80 hours a week in this 9 to 5. We end up getting a $3,000 check in 2 weeks, right? But what is that really? You're getting a $3,000 check from working 80 hours a week. Guys, you're wasting your life. You're not working smart. We need to start working hard and start working smart. Find out how you can increase your income. Find out what businesses is going to help me. If I work 80 hours in this business, I know I'm going to get a return that's 10x what I'm making right now. Right? And in the future, it's going to get easier. right? If you work that drop shipping business, if you put the same amount of 80 hours into drop shipping, if you put that same amount of 80 hours into real estate, whatever it is, right? You know you're going to make 10x of what you're making. So why don't you do it? Why? Because we always look for problems and not look for solutions. We need to be able to go out there and see, brainstorm, what do I need to do to get to where he's at? Not, man, he makes $80 an hour. He doesn't even do jack shit. But look, though, if you keep working 80 hours in that job, you're going to be in that job making that 2% increase a year, right? For 80 hours, and you're not getting those returns, right? So you're working hard. Yeah, you're working hard, but it's in the wrong areas, right? And in the long term, you're still going to be working hard, right? But the reason why, I know the reason why it's stopping you. You're scared to open that business because you're scared of what Johnny is going to say over there. You're scared of what your mother's going to say. You're scared of what your sister's going to say about you if you don't work that job instead of your business. Your mom's going to say, shouldn't you start working that job a little more? Your friends are going to say, hey, why are you working on that business so much? Because everything that's different, they see it as bad. And so you don't want to, a lot of people worried about what other people think, man. If we were going on the same road as the people, if you're going on the same road as the people around you, man, right? And I want you guys to surround yourself by people, obviously, that's going on the same road. But currently, right now, if your friends are agreeing with what you do, then it's wrong right now, because a lot of them are going to be heading down a road of stress for 40 plus years and maybe get a security check and maybe get a 401k. Maybe. We don't know what the president's going to be like in the future, right? Why don't we use that job, leverage that job, leverage the money that we get from that job, build that business up from 5 to 9 while we're using our 9 to 5 to fund that business up, get more money in this business. So as soon as we get enough money in this business, right? We get our $3,000 every 2 weeks in this business, just like our job. We're making $6,000 a month. We're making $6,000 in 9 to 5. What is that? Leverage. So once you build this business up and it's making as much as this, you go into work not having to work, but you want to work. Now you're going into your 9 to 5, not having to work that 9 to 5. And now you don't have to be stressed going into this 9 to 5. Now this 9 to 5 is just fueling this business. And so when your boss sees like, hold on, this man got a little too much power, right? You fire your boss. You go to that 9 to 5. And you quit that 9 to 5 and you put your efforts all into the business. And now this business is already making you money. And guess what? All you have to do now is work that business and it's just replace your job. But guess what? Down the line, right? Down the line, you work in this business for a good 3 to 5 years. Instead of that job, you're working 40 years and seeing the same results, right? Because what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing and expecting different results. You're working smarter. You're putting your energy into this. You're putting this energy into this business. And guess what? In 3 to 5 years, if you do it right, this business is paying you passively and you don't have to work, right? And all you have to do is use this up here. And now you automated this business already. You hired a marketer. You hired a finance guy. You hired a sales guy. Now this business is working on its own. Now you're working less. But guess what? You're still the brains. You're still the vision of this business. So now you're working less for not the same results, for bigger results. So what path do you want to choose? Do you want to work harder for 40 years, right? Be miserable and have to work? Them treating you like a number instead of you treating them like a number? Or do you want to go on this path? It might be a little lonely for now. Once you surround yourself by like-minded individuals, it won't. But right now, it might be lonely. You might have to cut off some friends. You might have to. But guess what? Those friends aren't going to be there in 5 years, right? And once you start getting broke, right? Those friends aren't going to be there, right? So what path do you want to take? Do you want to take this path, which is going to be lonely for a couple years, right? You stay down, but it's going to bless you for the rest of your life? Or do you want to take this path where everybody's at? It's crowded, right? But you have to work 40 years for less results. I'm sure you already answered that question. Go in the comment section and see what you, tell me what you learned from this video. Whatever you want next for the next video. Like and subscribe. And share the message. Whoever needs to hear this, share it. I love you guys, man. Peace out, man.